Capricorn and the loner mentality. Let's talk about it. If you're a first-time watcher, I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential tarot reading for you. Please visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, to purchase your own personal, private tarot reading, okay? I would love to do a personal reading for you, or a birth chart reading, alright? If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section as well as the personal ethics section on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, alright? Now, Capricorn. I would also love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit the notification button so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video. Follow me on Instagram and like me on Facebook. The links will be down below in the description box if you're watching on YouTube, alright? And I would love it if you shared the video as well. Alright? Let's get to Capricorn and the loner mentality, alright? Capricorn and the loner mentality. Well, let's, talk about what is a loner, what's the definition of a loner? So, let's talk about some definitions according to dictionary.com of loner. Loner, according to dictionary.com, is a person who is or prefers to be alone, especially one who avoids the company of others. Standing by itself or apart, isolated, sole, single, only, without companionship, lonesome, lonely. That's where I have a problem. Lonesome and lonely. Now, let me just, get this off the table that I am a Capricorn sun, and just because I am a loner, I do exhibit loner qualities, loner tendencies. My moon is in Libra, so I'm also a very sociable. Also, my Mercury and Mars are in Sagittarius, so I'm a very sociable person, but I definitely have loner qualities to me. I actually think I'm much more of a loner than I am of an extroverted person. Even though I have qualities of both, right? But just because I'm a loner doesn't mean I'm lonely or lonesome, right? There's a difference. Being a loner means that I can stand on my own. I don't need the company of other people or the validation even of other people necessarily to be happy, to be okay in life, and I think people take this quality of Capricorn, I think it's a misunderstood quality that Capricorn has, wanting to be alone, not liking to be alone, you know what I'm saying? It's a very misunderstood quality. For some reason, people think, when Capricorn wants to be alone, or the fact that Capricorn likes to be alone, and this is especially if you have a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, people think for some reason that when a Capricorn wants to be alone, that Capricorn's going through something, they're being emotional, they must be depressed, so they feel bad for us, or they try and get us to come out even more and be sociable even more, and it's just really, no, I really want to be alone, there are many benefits to being a loner, many benefits to solitude in general, right? Solitude allows us to reflect on life. Solitude allows us to be introspective and kind of recalibrate and figure out if the path that we're on, if what we're doing, in life currently is the right thing for us. It allows us to kind of get in touch with our feelings and get in contact with our feelings. I mean, Capricorns have to a lot of times detach. There's a reason why Capricorns aren't very emotional. First of all, they're in earth signs, and earth signs tend to not be very emotional. I'd say the most emotional earth sign is probably Taurus, right? Capricorn, to them, to a Capricorn, it just benefits a Capricorn to cut off their emotions, to go about their day-to-day life, right? So when you have to do that so many times, especially if you work in a workplace, where, it's very strict or, restricted, which, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So Saturn rules restrictions and things of that nature and limits. So when you maybe even live or work in that kind of environment, it's very daunting and tough to always restrict yourself to fit the restrictions of your confinement, to fit the restrictions of your surroundings, the context of your surroundings. So, sometimes Capricorns just like to be alone to get in touch with their true feelings, because a lot of times, because Capricorns they don't always use their emotions, to rule their decisions and things of that nature. It's important for a Capricorn to spend time in solitude and have those moments of kind of peace and being alone and being a loner, to kind of get in touch with themselves and figure out what's going on with themselves, because they're usually pillars for other people, they're rocks for other people, but it's often the saying that when you're a rock for others, there's no one who's really a rock for you, because you are among the strongest, right? You're the strongest among the weak, which is often a situation for Capricorn. So when you are often the strongest among the weak, you need time alone. You need time to kind of keep up your energies and keep up your strength, whether your strength is physical or mental, or both, just both are important, but you can't have one without the other, and you can't have spiritual strength without spending time in solitude, a little time in solitude and introspection. Now, I don't want to, kind of put it out there that this is like a good place for Capricorn to stay permanently, because it's not, it's not. That's not where I need Capricorn to stay at permanently. But every now and then, being a loner, perfectly fine. Capricorn, Capricorns are ambitious, they're hardworking, and you know what, if they want to spend time alone watching some Netflix, or working, spending even more countless hours on their job or their passions or whatever, let them do that, like, what I'm saying. And then they want to go home and be alone, and just let them be. You can think they're weird, you can think they're complex, or woe is me, woe is Capricorn, but that's 9 times out of 10 not the case. And if it is, Capricorn's going to be okay regardless. So, and that's the thing, that comes from being a loner, that comes from being the lone wolf, that comes from being out on your own and having to fend for yourself. A lot of times you don't want to be a part of the pack. You don't want to, you don't want to associate yourself with followers. Not to say other people are followers, but when you're a leader, by nature, you want to be amongst other leaders. You want to experience, things that will allow you to grow and become a better leader, not only for other people, but mostly for yourself, like for self, And of course that attracts people, to Capricorn. Capricorn, gets a lot of admirers, haters, because of that quality, because of that loner quality. They hate Capricorn for the same thing that they make Capricorn, they make fun of Capricorn about their loner qualities. Their loner qualities is the same thing that allows them to be successful, because solitude, introspection is that moment for you to recalibrate and kind of check in with yourself and kind of be like, hey self, everything all good? Am I on the right path? How am I feeling? How are my true feelings? Let's be practical about this. Let's figure some things out. Let's ask some big questions. Capricorn isn't afraid to ask the big questions. Capricorn isn't afraid to stay in if their bank account is telling them to stay in, and not care what people think, That's the thing about Capricorns as well. They don't care about what you think, They like to be alone and they don't care about what you think about it. So, all right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like me on Facebook and Instagram at Lamar Townsend, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend official. Contact me at www.lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal private tarot reading. I can't wait to hear from you. Until then, I wish you all nothing but the best, love, health, and lots of success, Capricorn. It's good to be alone, but it's also good to be amongst the people every now and then, okay? And be sociable, just to kind of remind you that you're human as well. Both fortunately and maybe not so much. Depends on how you look at it, right? But hey, either way, be grateful that we have life. Be grateful that we are Capricorns and that we're hardworking and that we can make our life better and everyone else's lives better, you know? All right. Love you guys. Peace out.